What is up, guys? So here we go. I wanted to make this guide to go over Season 2, the gearing, the changes for all three of the PVE pillars. That means Delves, Mythic Plus, Rating. We're going to go through all of that. So this guide's going to get a little more in-depth, but hopefully it helps a lot of you guys. Anyway, let's get into it. First off, I want to give Fisher a big shout out. This guy's an absolute legend. He created this guide and shared it on Reddit for everybody to use. So I will leave a link to his Reddit in the description below. Please go there and show him some love. Guys, this is a lot of work. Anyway, don't worry if it looks complex. We're going to break it all down and make sure you guys understand what is actually happening. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is the item level and the tracks, and also the crests you will need to upgrade. This is actually important because Blizzard did change the gilded crest, making it easier for players to get, but we'll get into that in just a second. So this is going to be the track for the gear ranges, ranging from 597 for Explorer all the way to 678 for Mythic track. So breaking down Delves, on patch day, it's highly likely that we will not be able to access a level higher than 3. So starting out at level 3, even if you did a bountiful delve at a level 3, you will only get a 593 piece of loot that can't be upgraded. So take that as you will. Now, using a coffer key will get you piece of adventure gear that could potentially be upgraded to 632. With the start of Season 2, you will also notice that all brands' currencies will be reset to 0. So you will start fresh for Season 2, obviously. Now, when Season 2 starts, you will be able to progress from Tier 4 all the way to Tier 11, which is big because if you look at Tier 11, it gives you gilded crests. Now again, this list only shows bountiful delves and not the lesser versions, so keep that in mind. Level 11 delves will now give gilded and rune crests. This will now become part of your progression path. Also, you can now loot 3 gilded chests per week, which will give you 21 crests in all. Delver's bounties are returning for Season 2, and Blizzard has buffed the drop chance of them. However, they are unique equipped, meaning you can only carry 1 at a time, and you can only use 1 per week. It will be up to your discretion on when to use them. However, they did get buffed, meaning that if you do a plus 11 and use this, it will give you 10 gilded crests, which is pretty big. It's also important to know that these are not bound to the level they dropped in, meaning if you do a level 2 and get one, you can then use it on a level 11. They're no longer bound to the level they dropped from. Moving on to Dungeons and Mythic Plus, a lot of changes have been done here. Mythic Plus Season 2 will be easier key-wise and more rewarding. Now, if you played Season 1, you know that it was pretty rough doing keys below 7 because the rewards just weren't there to do them. Well, Blizzard went ahead and changed that. So the first change I want to talk about as far as Mythic Plus is the Gilded Crests will drop from plus 7 and up. It's huge because they only dropped from level 8 plus, meaning it's now easier to get your hands on Gilded Crest, which is the Mythic track upgrade. Couple that with your Delves, that's a really big change. Also, Blizzard did up the cast time on critical enemies, meaning the spells that they cast take longer, giving players more time to react to kicking the spells. They also nerfed the tank damage spikes. If you played Season 1, you know what I'm talking about. Just devastating damage on the tanks. That has also been nerfed. Now, going over the affixes for Mythic Plus, the first affix you will see is going to be at level 4, where it used to be at level 2. So it gives players more time to get into higher keys. Also, I'm not going to go in too deep on the affixes of this because they are in current season now. I will link the Wowhead page so you can check that out if you wish. The next affix will come in at level 7, where it will be either fortified or tyrannical, and that is up from level 4. The next affix will come in at level 10, where fortified and tyrannical will be active at the same time. At Keystone level 12, you will have to contend with Guile. Every death subtracts 15 seconds from the timer, so anything 12 plus, the deaths will affect the timer. Alright, moving on to the Mythic plus loot. Yes, I know there is a bunch on the screen, and I'm sorry, I'm just trying to visualize it so you guys see what I'm looking at. So Mythic Zeros will give champion level gear, both at the end of the dungeon and in the vault, along with carved crests. Now, +2 to +5 will also give champion gear. However, the vault is where everything changes. In the vault, you will get a hero piece of gear. Also, doing a +2 through +5 will also grant you the runes that you need to upgrade the hero gear itself. Now, Mythic +6 through +12 or higher will also give you heroic gear. The break point is at +7. At +6, you'll get runed crests. At +7, you'll get gilded crests, which is used to upgrade mythic level tier. Now, in order to get mythic level tier, you have to do a +10 or higher, and it will only drop out of your vault. If you do a +10 or higher, guaranteed in your vault will be a mythic level tier item. Another big change coming to Mythic Plus is key depletion. Now, this only affects keys +12 or higher. Now, how it works is, let's say you time every dungeon +12. Now, your floor will be 12, meaning your key will no longer be able to deplete to 11. It will always stay at 12. If you time every dungeon to +14, your key level becomes 14. It will never deplete past 14. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Now, you can deplete your key, but you'll have to do it manually. So to recap on Mythic Plus, what does this mean? It means you're going to get better rewards earlier into the system. Affixes will start later, making it easier for players to get in, as well as trash packs being easier to understand and learn. Now, with Delves and Mythic Plus making gear easier to get, it kind of leaves Raid in a weird spot. But still a great place to get gear, and still has its spot in the PVE space. So, starting out with LFR. LFR will grant you veteran gear, and the last 2 bosses will give you carved crests. All other bosses will give you weathered crests. Now, the last 2 bosses will give you a very rare chance at a piece of veteran gear. Normal will grant you champion gear, as well as carved crests. Again, the last 2 bosses will have a rare chance to give you higher level champion gear, as well as runed crests. Heroic will give you hero tier, as well as rune crests, with the last 2 bosses giving you gilded crests, as well as a super rare chance at a higher level hero piece. Lastly, we have Mythic, which will drop mythic track items, as well as gilded crests, with the last 2 bosses giving you a rare chance at higher level mythic track items. And that's all I got for you guys. I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, remember to like it. Also, I apologize if I sound sick. I actually am, but I wanted to get this out for you guys. So just keep that in mind and don't roast me too hard in the comments section. Anyway, again, please give Fisher a big thank you. It was a lot of hard work on his part. His link will be in the description below. Also, subscribe so you don't miss any content like this. And until the next time, see ya.